Hey, what's going on guys, it's Chum here, and today I have another small Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links update for you guys. This time we're going to be talking about the latest card trader inventory update, which as you guys can see here, is giving us 3 brand new cards, a super rare, a regular rare, and a normal card. Now, these 3 cards are all from the Aromage Archetype, which we already have 1 card from, and in all honesty, they have me quite excited because they have some really cool effects that if used right can be very powerful. So without further ado, let's start talking about the first card, which is the super rare Aromage Jasmine. Now this card is a level 2 light plant type monster with 100 attack and 1900 defense, which is pretty impressive on the defensive side. Now moving on to its effect, we have during your main phase, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, you can normal summon 1 plant type monster in addition to your normal summon or set, except Aromage Jasmine, which can be very powerful. Double summoning is a great ability, not to mention the fact that you can actually tribute Aromage Jasmine off to summon a 1 tribute monster from your hand, of course, which could be very powerful because this archetype, like I said, has another card already in the game, and that is a 1 tribute plant type monster, so we can see some really cool plays with that. Now moving on to its second effect, once per turn, if you gain life points, draw a card, and I think that is an absolutely incredible effect. Of course, this deck is all about gaining life points. You want to have more life points to your opponent, so you're going to be gaining life points a lot, and the fact that you get to draw a card every time you do that when you have this card in the field, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think that's amazing, as everyone should know, draw power is super important in any Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and I think this card is going to offer some great draw power. While it's going to be dangerous putting it down in attack position at first, so it's face up and you can use this effect, once you get in defense position, it's going to be an incredible war. So I can't wait to use this card. Anyway, moving on to the next card from the card trade update, we have Aromage Rosemary. Now this card is a level 4 water plant type monster with 1800 attack and 700 defense. Now, this card is very cool because its effect reads, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, if a plant type monster you control attacks, your opponent cannot activate monster effects until the end of the damage step. Now, this is actually really cool because it's going to stop cards like Hane and Man-Eater Bug and any other flip effect monsters, which is really awesome. But on top of that, it's also going to stop cards like Sphere Creeper and regular Creeper, because those two, of course, are monster effects and they have to activate either during the attack declaration for Sphere Creeper or damage step for regular Creeper, which I think is pretty great. The fact that you can stop most hand traps in this game with this card, I think is very impressive. Now moving on to its second effect, we have, if you gain life points, target 1 face-up monster on the field and change its battle position. Now, this is a very powerful effect. As we know, cards like Enemy Controller and other things that change battle positions, such as Sphere Creeper, are very powerful and have always been very powerful in Duel Links. Now, while it requires us to gain life points, we have some pretty cool combos we can pull off, because let's say you activate Draining Shield to stop your opponent's attack. You can then, because you gain life points, target another monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. So 1 trap card is going to stop you from getting hit by 2 attacks. Now I think that's pretty incredible, and I'd love to see this combo pop off. Not to mention, if you have a Aromage Jasmine on the field, which could be pretty easy depending on your life points, you'll be able to draw 1 card as well, which I think is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Anyway guys, moving on to the third card that we have in the card trader inventory update, we have Aroma Garden, which is the field spell for this archetype. Now once per turn, if you control an aroma monster, which of course is also including aromages, you can gain 500 life points. So there you go, you can trigger your effects for if you gain life points very easily. Also, all monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn, which is pretty great because Aromage Rosemary here can become a 2300 attack monster for the duration of your turn and your opponent's turn, which I think is incredible. Then, moving on, if a face-up aroma monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, gain 1000 life points. So this is going to almost negate pretty much any battle damage unless you get attacked by a very powerful monster. And on top of that, it's going to trigger your gain life points effect and of course keep your life points higher than your opponent. So this Aroma Garden is definitely key to this archetype. I think without this card you could be screwed, but because you do have this card, because we have access to this now, it's going to be super powerful, and I can't wait to try run this archetype myself. In fact, keep an eye out for a PvP video in which I try out this deck when I finally get all the cards together. Anyway guys, that's it for the card trader inventory update. However, like I said, we do have 1 more card for this archetype that is currently in the game. So I'm going to jump over to the card catalog and talk to you guys about that one as well. Alright guys, so here we are looking at Aromage Bergamot. Now this guy is a level 6 fire plant type monster, so of course a 1 tribute plant type. And his effect reads, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, if a plant type monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent, which is very powerful. Piercing damage is a great effect, especially when you have a secondary effect that reads, once per turn, if you gain life points, this card gains 1000 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. Now, this is absolutely incredible. First of all, he becomes a 3400 attack monster, which is powerful as all hell, but in combination with our Aroma Garden, which gives us 500 attack, and of course, can trigger the effect by giving us 500 life points, this monster is going to have 3,900 attack, and more than likely, going to deal piercing damage, which is very, very, very powerful. I think that this deck can be a lot of fun. Maybe run 2 to 3 Bergamot and 3 of the other 2 monsters with Aromage Garden or Aroma Garden, as well as a couple of different back row stuff like Draining Shield and other things that can gain you life points, and you'll have a very, very, very powerful deck in your hands. Maybe not Legend or King of Games here, but you'll definitely have a lot of fun with it in Platinum. So like I said, keep an eye out for that video because it'll be coming as soon as I can get these cards together. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys are looking forward to getting your hands on these Aromage cards. If you are, let me know in the comment section below what you think is great about these cards. Like I said, I think they're amazing. They're cool effects that chain together, and they all have multiple effects. There's different ways to kind of play around with them. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and of course, if you want to see more content like this in the future, hit that subscribe button also, because there'll be plenty more Duel Links update videos coming very, very soon, as well as some PvP that I'm planning on doing in the coming days. Anyway guys, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.